Today we're going to talk about ugly security light fixtures. This was an ugly security light fixture. I think it's much improved. Basically what we did was we took a 2-inch PVC pipe and kind of forced it over the top of the old fixture. We inserted a tiny little LED. I think this is maybe a 2 or 3 watt LED, no more than 3 watts. Stick it in there, and we've taken out, previously this was 2 ugly spotlights in our backyard, and we've replaced it. We put covers on screw covers, which you can get at the store. You'll have one, or maybe you don't have one, you might destroy because they're commonly plastic. So buy two new half-inch screw-in covers, and you screw those in, clean it up, paint it. Undoubtedly it's going to look bad. You'll have to, the light is a little bit smaller than this rim, and I had to grind this rim off to make it fit, but basically this is just a 2-inch PVC pipe that I painted, and it was my wife's idea to do this. So we're sliding this up here, make it tight. If you happen to grind it too much, you can put a little screw in the side, a set screw. Basically now we got a nice downlight, and it's not ugly. It still gives us plenty of light. 3 watts. It releases hardly any power. It won't offend the neighbors. Now this has like a 1/4 of an inch space between the light bulb and the end of the pipe. I would actually recommend this be a little longer so that it's not so glary when you walk under it. But anyway, I'll show you also a nighttime view of it. Here's a little bit of more of an explanation of how you do this. This is a micrometer, which you don't need. But the outside dimension of this originally is about 2 inches. That's this little rim right here, okay, the highest point. Now the inside diameter of this, I don't know if you can see it, is about 2.06 inches. So in theory this ought to fit, and actually it comes pretty close to fitting, but to be frank, just because it's probably not exactly the same all the way around, like it doesn't fit. So it's short a few thousandths of, and so we're talking about is we're going to grind. You'll need to grind this just a little bit, not much. You want to keep trying it, because if you go too far, then you need to put a set screw in here to hold it, which is not too desirable. Now this is the bulb, and just the bulb is about, it's almost exactly 2 inches. It's, well, 1.94 inches in diameter at the widest point, and the length is about 2.34 inches. So this is the bulb that I'm talking about, and this is available online, and they're really not very expensive, from China or maybe even the United States, and they cost perhaps, I don't know, $2 or $3. And this particular one is a warm white, so it's a very almost toward the blue end of the spectrum, which is outside. It's kind of like, it really probably doesn't matter too much, but it will affect the color of your house outside at night. You may want to try the warm white, which is a little more yellow. So it's kind of up to you, but I'd say just be consistent, make them all the same. Now this is the little screw device that I mentioned. It's made of, I think, aluminum. You'll really need probably 2 of these new. The old ones are plastic, so you'll probably have to break them to get them out if they're too old. But they basically just cover up the old screws. So what we're going from is a 2 fixture, which is, they're at 45-degree angles or something. That's all adjustable, and you're going to end up with one in the middle. There originally were 2, one here and one here, pointing off in different directions. You're going to want to put this adjustment screw in the center, so it's vertical, and then you're going to have the bulb in it, and you're going to slide this over, and it slides all the way up to the top. So, and of course we paint it. You'll paint it. I painted mine primer gray. And if you look, there are primers that are suitable for plastic, and that's probably what you should use. And you're probably going to have to paint these every year or so. Anyway, I hope that's a better explanation of how to do this. And keep in mind too that I'm an amateur and you shouldn't take my word as gospel, and you really should check with an electrician if you have any doubts, particularly with the wiring. And certainly never use anything but an LED. The LEDs are not going to ever get hot and cause a fire. Other bulbs could. So be safe.